Hello. I have sort of a script-ish, timeline-ish thing. That's my script. That's the extent of my video ideas. Here we are. Hey, this is me. This is what I sound like. This is 16-year-old Connell. I got this video idea from Sneeko because it was pretty cool, but then Sneeko is a different person from me, so I think I might go a bit differently. Yeah. I'm gonna start by telling you a little bit about myself. I am 16. The date is currently Saturday, September 22nd, 2020. The pandemic is happening. I'm pretty sure you won't forget that, but you know, it is what it is. So here's the layout of where I am right now. I'm playing video games with my friends every night on the PC over there. That's really fun because I can't do much else during quarantine. I've been making music a ton. I feel like I've improved a lot since 14, except just 2 weeks ago, actually, this was the time when DistroKid found out that I wasn't 18 because I didn't have a tax ID, so I had to delete all my music off stores. On the one hand, it does suck because I did work towards things and they were good. I was making a fair amount of money off of it. Not a fair amount. 80 bucks is not a fair amount of money. More money than I would expect to make, like, doing short films or something, you know? It is sad that I have to take all the albums off the stores, but I do have backups of them and the album covers on my hard drive, so they're not gone forever. On the flip side, some songs, now that I'm older, I really am not proud of, if that makes sense, you know? So it's a double-edged sword, because on the one hand I had to take down my music, but on the other hand, I'm actually like kind of okay with withholding some of that beginner stuff, you know? It doesn't work like that for my Instagram or my videos though, because it's like, I will always keep Seinfeld, and everything that's on here right now, I will always keep it. Always. So you can see the progression. Because with YouTube, the progression is part of the identity. But I feel like in my music persona, I don't want to have the progression. I want to have really good songs that show you who I am. If I just keep talking, then I'll eventually hit on something important. I honestly don't know where I'm gonna be in 21. Because everyone's asking me right now where I want to go for university and stuff like that, and I haven't even thought of what school subjects I like the most. I do well in ELA and drama, but those are not lucrative subjects. However, I'm pretty good with math, so I think I might go into business. Time will tell whether I've stuck it through in university or I've even gone to university in the first place. That's the cool thing about this video though, is that I don't know where I'm gonna be in 21. So hopefully I'll be able to react to this if I don't forget about the YouTube channel or something like that. Or I get a copyright strike or something, I don't know. Yeah, my goals right now, hang out with as much people as possible, have fun, improve my music and my art, kinda, and just take it one step at a time, I guess. It's so weird seeing everyone have these plans. I really want to see how these guys turn out, because like in grade 10, these people think that they're like, oh, I'm gonna go into this specific field at grade 10. Like they're set, like they've grown all they need to grow in grade 10, and then they're just gonna be the exact same person from grade 10 all the way throughout their life. Like that doesn't make sense to me. I understand that choosing a path is a step in the right direction, and maybe I'm behind on that, but I don't think it's fair to decide my lifelong career based on what I know I like doing right now. I think my goals for this channel when I'm 14 were a lot different than what I'm doing now, because I had a lot of video ideas in my head and stuff, and I wasn't like, I wasn't dopamine dependent basically back then. But I feel like I'm kind of dumbing myself down every day, but you know. I feel like I should talk about how people view me, but also like I don't know how people view me, so it's a thing I can't really speak on. When I close my eyes, I see the outline of the ring light. Is that healthy? Is that okay? Should I be blasting this directly into my eyes? This is kind of scary. Okay, whatever. I want to know things. Are you dating anyone right now? That's step one, you know? What are you doing for your job right now? What are you doing for your life? Like, what are your plans? What are your goals? What's the education like? Actually, these are things I should be talking to myself about, okay? Who am I dating right now? Not dating anyone. I'm talking to for me, I'm doing general studies, but I'm also taking chemistry at the grade 12 level because I need to get 2 sciences in order to up my game, you know? And that's not going too bad, actually. My goal in life right now is just make more art and get that seen on a bigger scale. I don't even want like fame or anything. I just want like people to see the things I'm doing. I don't even know if it's gonna be a business. I just want to have people watching me, you know? I guess that's just attention, I don't know. Doesn't matter if I'm making money off of it or not. I think they might be separate for me. It would be totally awesome if I was just doing what I love and then I'm just making mad cash off of it. But like, they could be separate for me. That's my goal right now, is I want to make better music, and actually I said the goals in the beginning of the video, so those are my goals. What do you think your future is going to be like from the 21-year-old perspective? I think my future, I feel like I'm probably going to be in college, most likely, unless I do something drastic and crazy. I'd like to hope I still upload to this channel in college, I don't know. But I can guarantee I'm gonna be making music, because when I discovered that, I never stopped doing it. And I was like overly doing it, and I had like symptoms of addiction to making music, even though it was kind of bad, you know, who knows. It's so hard to have a one-sided conversation here, because the video is gonna feel so complete when I'm like pausing the video and interjecting when I'm 21, showing like stuff that happened. I don't even know. What can I tell you that where my life is at right now? Do I reveal too much personal information? Maybe. I don't know. From 14 to 16, you went through a lot of emotional growth, through a lot of issues with people that you're interacting with. And I hope you keep the mentality that I have, but the mentality is that it's always character development. It's never a bad thing, what's happening. Even if bad things are happening to you in the present moment, it's always about how you can turn this into a positive character trait or something, you know? Why am I asking you know? Because like, what am I, when I go you know, you should just go I know, like every single time. Because I feel like I've said it a lot in this video. I'd honestly say life is good for me right now. Minus COVID, life would be like A+ right now. Because COVID really weeded out all the people that you don't want to talk to, you know? There's a lot of, at least in high school, there's a lot of like, I wouldn't say fake friends, but I'd just say like acquaintances that I'm not super close with. But COVID kinda, I think everyone can speak from this. Anyone that lived during COVID can speak that COVID really separated you from your acquaintances and really made you double down on the connections that matter. And that's true for me. No shade to my acquaintances though, because I would get to know everyone. Because yeah. We bought this shirt at Costco a week ago. So fire. Costco's so fire. And will is really powerful. People don't think about it that much. They're always like, oh, it's hard work that gets the goals. But the first step to hard work is knowing that you can do it and knowing that you're capable of doing it. What are your philosophical thoughts off the top of your head? Because you have ideas like these, but you don't share them with people, because like, when are you gonna share them with people? But like, a lot of my thoughts are around how people view me and like perspectives and stuff. It frequents from I like being myself to, oh, I must conform with the group. Oh, I like being myself. Oh, I must conform, and it switches. But right now it's about perspectives and how the only real experience people can have is the one that's through their eyes. And it doesn't matter how much empathy you have, you can never truly experience things through their eyes. To kind of put it like a YouTube video I saw, it was like, in your mind, every action you've done so far is justified because you've been binge watching your life up to this point. So even if, from an outsider's perspective, it looks like you're doing something bad, it really could be because of what has caused you to be here. And that's philosophy number one, I guess. Philosophy number two, don't let things that don't make you happy control your life. Easy money. Number three, the only way to make good ideas is to either not hold yourself to such a high standard or just funnel ideas out of your brain. There's a lot of opportunities for you to take yourself too seriously in your life right now. So I think you need to nip that in the bud as fast as possible, because that happens all the time. In grade 7, I took myself too seriously and just everything sucked. And in grade 10, I took myself too seriously and everything sucked. So I think that's a habit that we need to get out of, me and you. us. I'm enough of an individual that people dislike me, you know? If I wasn't an individual, then people wouldn't have opinions about me like that, it's a double-edged sword. It's pretty good. I don't understand that sometimes. I don't know if you're probably gonna still interact with people like that because that's just with everywhere you go, but like, there are just people that like have all this energy built up inside of them, and then all they do is just sit there being angry or being jealous, you know? It doesn't make sense to me because it's like, just like being passively mad at people and being jealous of people does nothing to the other person. It just like worsens yourself and it makes you worse. Like it's a poison. So when people just sit there and just like hate people because they can, because out of self-respect, it's so weird. That's not it, because you're poisoning yourself. That's not a self-respect thing. Going like this and just hating people, that's not out of self-respect or self-preservation, because you're poisoning yourself. It's better for yourself to just let go and let things happen. I'm speaking from my perspectives, which is kind of cool, because like when you take a photo of someone, when you take a photo of like a kid, yeah, they're like smiling in a weird way or something and their clothes are weird, but like you can't get into their brain and think what they're thinking. So I think this medium would actually be pretty good because it would be like 5-year intervals. Maybe even I continue this when I'm 26, who knows? But like, this is gonna be like a actual documentation of what's inside my head right now. I don't know. Family is weird. Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be bad. Sometimes too much loyalty to your family can harm you, I find. You are as real as the people you surround yourself with. I firmly believe in that. So if the people you surround yourself with don't want to see themselves win, then they don't want to see you win either, which is a hard truth, but no one told me that, but it's very true. There are certain people that are really good, and it's like, but on the flip side, there are also people that sabotage things. The idea of a tour is a goal for me. Having my music on a level, doesn't matter if I'm like, it doesn't matter if I'm making enough money or not. It matters that I'm able to do something and that my art can put myself on a scale that level. If I released an album and then the album got kind of big, but not big enough to make lucrative, like live off of it, I would just tour, have tours at small shows with my friends, and that would be awesome, because that's like, something about that is just like, I put effort into a product and then people really connected with the product, and then I like got to like go see the people that, yeah. It's just crazy to me, just those thoughts. You should definitely call that one girl. You know the one. Haha. I already know what joke you're gonna say. I'm being conscious about the things that I'm doing and the impact it has on me and other people. Now, I'm not unintentional anymore. I did the Adobe Creative Person quiz and I got the Visionary. You should do that, and then we can compare if I change. Maybe I do change. Honestly, I'm very different from 14-year-old me, but I don't know. The people I'm surrounding myself with, the people that surround me, I'm very grateful for, because they're all supportive and it's awesome. And sometimes it's hard to find that, but I really need to appreciate it when it falls in my lap like it does, you know? I still see the ring light in my eyes. Do I have it too bright? I hit on topics. This is like a very train of thought kind of video I'm filming right now. I've been sitting here for 30 minutes now talking to a camera about my life. So hopefully you're doing the same. I don't know what to say. I hope we didn't peak in high school. I don't think that's very likely. But you definitely do know people that are gonna peak in high school. You know who you are. Even if it's not you and you think you are gonna peak in high school, that's sad, man. There's not much else to say. Okay, I'll see you in 6 years. No, I'll see you in 5 years. It'll be cool to talk to you when you're legal drinking age. Bye.